Hello, and welcome back to some more Third Age Total War with me, the Green Dragon. So, I've been thinking, and what I think is that I will want one major base somewhere towards the west where we'll have a good set of stuff like armorers and, top level armor upgrades, because our troops are pretty squishy and we want them to be as strong as possible, because that's the thing, we need our troops to last long enough for us to surround and obliterate our foes. And that requires, well, a bit of armor, really. So, that's the thing, and I think that our biggest threat will to a large extent be towards the west rather than the east, because we have all of Eriador here, and we have dwarves and high elves. And high elves, if they manage to build their top tier units, oh, that's some dangerous shit right there. Hence, we need to be careful with that. As for the east, I think we can manage without the armor upgrades. Hell, we can manage without the armor upgrades either way, I suppose, but we're gonna need them more in the west, I think. And as for here, well, we will have to war with Dale some, but I think we can use Strandal's halls as a viable base, so that should work out fine. So these little douchebags, surrender next turn, surrender in 3 turns, and my troops are not too separated here, so that will be fine. So for here, we are attacking Fennes Drunin, which should come out and play next turn, or surrender. Actually have enough troops here that they could very well surrender. I mean, we have some pretty nice heavy infantry there. We want to bring that up and join it with this army and sort of try to make one mega legion for fighting the Arnorians. And yeah, we'll see. I could cheat, turn the Fog of War off for a bit just so that we can get a general idea as to what the map looks like, but that is kind of cheap, and I don't want to do that. Okay, you are right here, right? Oh, that's a long way around. Okay, let's come down here and scout out what's going down in the... Oh, there's actually a new target here which I didn't know about before. Interesting. Alright, then. Emin Nufuin. So, I think Lord Gazul's well, not regiment, but army can move north after taking Erin Dolan. And yeah, we'll have to reshuffle a bit. We quite possibly will leave half a stack to guard and we'll form up one full stack army to move forward, and that should be fine. Yeah, it sucks that the elvish hacks of Legolas obliterated our attempts there. Actually, this... well, it has 1 point of experience. I might keep it and retrain it, but... how much are you costing me right now? 13? Yeah, you can stay. We do have more units than we should, shall we say. And it's kind of fucking with our ability to keep our economy running, but we will very soon, next turn in fact, take quite a few things, so that will get very much better very quickly. Especially since I don't think we're recruiting more units just now. So I suppose we'll see if the elves and the Arnorians come out to play. Yeah, Dale is actually very strong. They have 3 major cities there now. Erebor, Dale and Esgaroth. That is not good, but they are in close proximity, so if I can bring the hammer down on that, which actually, might require a bit of doing, but if I can bring the hammer down on that, then I can get a fair bit of infrastructure and power. Yeah. It's good to know that they're close to breaking. It's good to know that they're getting owned there. I mean, it's really good to know that they are. Oh, that's really good to know. I'm just saying. It's good to know that they're that weak, you know? Weak enough to beg for peace. You know, if the orcs of Gundbad were to take the holding to the north of Imladris, I can't recall the name just now, which the Arnorians took from us, I wouldn't mind. That would be a pretty decent division of the realms of the Dunadan, or however you pronounce that. Okay, Dunedain, right. Fuck that. 210 still surrender. Jesus, that face. Okay. And you are a second spy. Well, explore towards the south then. Okay. So for here we'll simply go in and say hi to Legolas the douchebag. Dale and Mordor at war. Excellent news! At this point, anything that weakens Dale actually benefits me a fair bit. And we actually managed taking those towns to turn around our cash situation. Can't retrain. How long till I get a war unit? A while. Not how we got garrisoned here, just Snaga for the most part. Okay, I think that the best thing I can do, it can only hold out for 2 turns, so they'll have to fight me pretty quickly. Which actually I'm fine with because... Ooh. Excellent morale and powerful charge. So... Strong. Cav. Still, if I can force them to come out and if I can catch them as they're coming out of the gate, I might be able to do a fair bit of damage relatively easily there. As for Fenris Drunin, this does have basic walls, right? Right, it does. Well then, that's perfectly fine. Now, I thinking about going over to Trendle's halls with this army in the north and taking it, but I might delay that long enough to bring the armies from the south up to there because, well, to be honest, there is quite a lot of... Oh shit, they ambushed me. Your forces are ambushed by an army of Sylvan Elves. Their attempt to surprise you failed. You will have time to prepare for battle. Well, here we go. Time to kill some elf. I have a unit of cav in this. This shouldn't be too bad. And it's only 3 or 4 regiments of elves, so... with 3 to 1, 4 to 1 odds, I'm not too concerned. Besides, these are not the Terminator elves of Lorien. These are wood elves, hence significantly weaker. Okay, we'll try something a little smarter. We will use these trash units as our main battle line, and we will keep our 2 heavy infantry as reserves to commit them to, well, different parts of the battle. We will probably wrap around on the sides with them, and we'll keep this trash unit and a general in the middle. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you're the X-Men. Yeah, too. And elves are even attacking, so that's even better. Okay, you'll keep these in the middle to commit them to the weakest part of the main line, while we wrap around with the heavy infantry and we will circle around with the cav and hit them in the back with that. And that should make for a pretty manageable battle plan, I believe. And these will just place... And this should be a little, you know, range there. Okay, maybe I should turn the graphics up on the units. Oh well. They have unit of ballistae. Mirkwood spearmen, Mirkwood stalkers, Mirkwood stalkers. I think that's fine, actually. And I should have a pretty decent chance to wrap around pretty nicely as well. Those are not moving forward. That might be their general unit then. That's fine, but the spears might cause a bit of trouble when they, you know, actually... Damn it, they're shooting at the halberds. That I do not like. Yeah, the spears might end up catching my cavalry when they try to charge the rear of these douchebags. Move. Move. Both of you run. Oh, you cocksuckers, why are you on skirmish? Okay, charge to engage. Head over here. This should be relatively easy. And we do want to engage the... Actually, no. Let's smash these first. They are vulnerable enough that we can get a fair bit of death going there relatively easily. And we'll attempt to head for the... There we go. Yeah, those routed. You finish them off and you go for that, whereas you can just charge in and say hi. And you kill that. Perfect. Hell, maybe we'll even kill more elves than we actually, you know, lose our own units. That would be a nice change. Okay, we'll charge them with the trash infantry, that should be fine. And we'll actually move past them with the heavy stuff in order to encircle them. And, you know, cause large amounts of death and anguish, as is our way. So, look at them there. That is actually pretty damn sweet. I told you to run, fucker. So run. They're pursuing. Good. They turned around, so we can charge them properly now. Bit too much. Should have caught it sooner. Yeah, we don't want to blob up and come at them from a single direction. We are orcs of the Misty Mountains. We have numbers on our side. That is our advantage. Numbers. Numbers, numbers, numbers. And with numbers comes superior positioning to a large extent. Because we can, instead of occupying one good spot, we can occupy all the spots. Yeah, that spear unit is boned. Although I do not think we... Oh, we captured him. You fighting to the death, bitches? Yeah, you totally are. Well, charge the front, heavy stuff. Let's draw back, let them run. That's fine. Kill! Damn, they took that charge pretty well. Well, not that well, many of them died, but a few of my cav died, and that I did not enjoy. Okay, this is actually fucking with my head. Wow, it's all the way on low? The fuck? Well, that's... slightly ungood. We can actually turn it up since this battle is not that big. And we can actually manage a decent frame rate even with this, right? Yeah, the frame rate's decent. I must have turned it down for myself at some point when fighting some really big battle. Oh well, it's fine, it's fine. Back off, bitch, back off. Okay, how many have we killed? 87. No, we'll kill the rest as well. Just because we're cool like that. And yes, indeed, rip them apart is a fine strategy. I wholeheartedly agree. Fuck the elves. Just fuck them. The Orcish Reich wants them dead. After all, our assassins are German. Or rather, our orcish assassins talked about us being a Reich, so obviously we're a Reich. Hey, maybe we're even Nazi orcs. Not that I would really care one way or the other, to be honest. Nazi orcs, not so Nazi orcs. Eh, who cares? Kill! Kill them all! 98% now. I think this ambush kinda went south for them. Very much so. We only lost 100 orcs, and they lost pretty much everything. Yeah, that does not sound like a win to me. Well, it was.
Have mercy, my lord. I have children to feed.
Huh, it's a lot of gold. So yeah, we'll let them back off, especially so even if they fuck with this army, so what, we'll have enough time to bring up our reinforcements and almost a stack and a half. Well, actually no, not exactly, but still a stack and change should be enough to put the hurting on them pretty significantly, I would think. Okay, so how do we want to go about this? We'll take them on Solid, what we have there, and we'll swing north to take Cometh Breen, if we can. It might be hard. Actually, no. No, 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 no. We'll actually do it this way. And I want you on growth, as always. Yeah, we'll bring this up to Amonsul, and then we can use that as our base of operations, build some watchtowers, and generally get a good idea as to what is going on. And that's a pretty central location, actually. We can launch strikes in all kinds of directions with a large force there. Now, what I am worried about is I want to cripple the Arnorians, but I don't want to carve through them. I don't want to be the one pushing up against the High Elves and the Western Dwarfish holdings. That would be bad. High Elves are bad news. We sieged them out. That one time we actually had a conflict with them, you know, at Imladris, but they're still bad news and they could still be problematic. Blacksmith for mail, or we could in fact build an armorer, or better yet, actually we make about 1,000 per turn, which is vastly inferior to what I want. How much of an increase? Insignificant. With this, still insignificant. Anything else I can build? Hunting lodge. Well, that's I suppose the best we're gonna get. Although, actually I'm gonna save the money. I want to improve Amonsul if I can. That would be a good place for a staging ground against stuff, but I don't think that it will only hold out for 2 turns. It seems like a pretty basic settlement, so something further west. Like here, there's, you know, cities, there's the Shire here. There's bound to be a major settlement there somewhere which we can use, like a Numinous or Fornus Terrain, or some other holding which we will discover marching westwards. Well, we'll see. Also, Legolas has to die in a fire. He just has to die in fire. It just has to happen. I will actually move my diplomat over to Tranduil Sol so I can get vision on it and so that I can have a... Oh, hello, that's an army forming. Not liking that very much, unfortunately. Okay, what do I have in that main army attacking whatever that town was called that I'm besieging currently there? I think I had plenty of orcs and, well, some heavies, but mostly trash infantry. Yeah, it should be fine even if I have to fight off elven attacks from multiple sides. Theoretically, I should be able to handle it. have a better idea as to what I'm doing when fighting elves anyway. You little cocksuckers. Of course, automatic bloody thing. Okay, so what have we got here? We have one. Horse archer, shit. One turn till surrender, eh? Just maintain siege. This should be okay, I think. We have 2 units of trolls, we have orcs, and otherwise awesomeness. Should be fine. Actually, we're not too bad. We have 6 slightly depleted units of heavy infantry there. It's actually pretty decent. You little hacking fucker. Yeah, remember what I told you? Ballista bolt. Ass. You. You just wait, fucker.
This had best be worth our time.
Very generous. Give region. No, no, no. You give region. Everything. No? Give region. Ah. These 3? No. How about just witty board? No. Well, that's perfectly fine. I don't think this unit can reach us in time to be a problem. Erin Runen. Not here. It's probably down somewhere here-ish. Probably. Free Peoples of Eriador, Mordor. What can you fucking do, Mordor? On what? Who do we want to fuck with now? Not Dale, we'll have to take that. Kirik Hagatol is dwarvish. See, I don't want to have to join the crusade, so we actually won't be doing that. See, what I don't like here is that I have so little vision and I can't see if there are any reinforcements of theirs heading towards me, which kind of leaves me in an uncomfortable, shall we say, position. Yeah, next turn. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we want to actually attack here. They have virtually nothing. It would kind of allow me to pick the fight on my terms. Okay, those guys are siege, so they will not be able to reinforce this. Can't reach them now. Oh, fuck you, elves! Really? You think I give a flying fuck? Really? Silly noblets. Okay. I think I have them on the back foot right now pretty well. Not so sure about Eriador. But we'll see if they come to rescue Amon's soul. It's pretty central location. Actually, if I was them, I would try to fight, because they do have... And where the fuck was that going? Trying to distract me by hitting... Oh, here we go. Halbarad, the champion. And they'll be coming in from the front and back. Mounted battle ready Dunedain. Oh, shit. That sounds like bad news. These are just 3 generals, bandits, and surgeons, and hobbit in arms. Well, the hobbits are obviously gonna be a threat, right? Right. Yeah, I'm not really buying that. This part might end up being a little longer than usual. What with it us being at 25 minutes and heading into a battle. Okay, let's start our deployment. I think we'll do much the same thing. We'll hold our heavy stuff in reserve and use these. I mean, we'll use the trash infantry as our main battle line and wrap around with the heavy stuff. Okay. And these can reinforce any weaknesses in the main line if they're in the danger of breaking through. I think I want to position as far forward as possible, and I'll want to actually, you know, try and rush them. Just destroy the main army with the good generals first, and then turn around and face the trash. I'm slightly behind. I don't think that this group had any archers. Yeah, they didn't. And these we can form up like this, and that should be fine. And the Orcs behind them in turn, then think Control 1 for the first group. And these can be right, say here. No, we'll put them like this, and then they can just rush in wherever they're needed the most. Okay, now let's see what kind of generals they have. Cav. Fuck my life. Oh, their reinforcements got delayed. Beautiful. And we also need to reform rather quickly. Okay, fair enough. Actually, it looks like I should be able to maintain my lines against this small force pretty easily if I keep my units deeply packed like this. I don't need to widen my lines particularly against these because they are so freaking few. However, I should focus these cav units with my spears. Yes, I did push you off of spear wall. Okay. They aren't charging yet. Actually, hoof it, I want you in position a little bit faster than that, because they're getting awful close like. You especially, I want you shooting. Okay, these I'll put on guard mode so that they hold properly. You know, if they don't actually arrive, the reinforcements, it means... The fuck is that? The fuck is that black spot there? No idea. Should probably watch this. Actually, belay that idea. You're now group 6. Run! I'm gonna cover my front lines with spears, because they are very, very cav heavy, and those charges could really hurt and possibly break some of these trash units, which would be very sad making for me. Now, halberds... Shit, they're all decharging. Get in position, form the spear walls. No, keep moving forward! Shit, 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 shit. Fuck them up! And there goes the frame rate. Yeah, this will have to be turned down. Sorry. Just a bit. Okay, but the fuck are you doing? Oh. Okay, good enough, good enough, good enough. We'll wrap around with our wargs. Like so. Now.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
It looks... well, the spear should have a significant advantage over these cav units, no matter how awesome they are. Damn it. No, don't go through them, you dumbasses. And run! Fuck's sake. They certainly don't breed those wargs for IQ, I can tell you that much. Okay, prepare for Nass run. Just get it ready, we're losing a lot of our trash. Their cav is bad news. But fuck 'em up and bite their heads off. These cav are not gonna chill out that easily. Okay, that is bad, 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 bad. We want to be gone from here now. Charge in with these.
Enemy force remains.
We want to fuck up that cav if we can. We do not want to engage their cav straight on with our cav. That would be bad. Just plain bad. Okay. It looks good. And they're charging right in the face of a halberd line. That certainly can't be healthy, right? Damn, those halberds are actually taking a beating too. Well, this is not gonna be as easy as I thought. Let's get the wargs back in position. We kinda want to try and set up another charge in the rear, because that charge did do a fair bit of damage to these douchebags. And those arrows are probably helping a bit as well. Okay, let's charge in with the trash and just try and reinforce wherever we can with whatever we have available. Okay, they're charging in there and they're gonna charge that crap. We'll meet them head on. We should be able to completely swarm them considering... oh, no. Considering just how many of these we have. These are probably those battle-ready Dunedain as well, and that... probably. Or something similar. In short, nasty as all fuck. Yeah, they're really not taking very much damage. Okay, pull out of there. We'll charge this unit in the rear now. Gonna lose a lot of orcs here, unfortunately, it seems. We'll need to train more and pull up reinforcements from Goblin Town and Imladris, or possibly Moria. We'll see, but it does not look pretty for us. Did you manage to do some damage there? Looks like you did. Okay, pull out. Don't let them hurt you too much. Who the fuck isn't fighting? Get off the spear wall and charge in. All of you off the spear wall, in fact. I want you in there. Yeah, halberds are gonna get fucked as well. Although, we do have reinforcements coming with more heavy infantry, so we'll be fine on having enough for a halberd line if we need one. And that's actually how our professional legions might look like. You know, heavy halberd lines backed up by heavy goblin infantry wrapping around and or reinforcing the main line. And that, and backed with by wargs and some missile troops, would actually make for a pretty decent set of, you know, firepower. Really, something like 5,000 orcs does go a ways. Well, 4,000 at the very least. Kill those. Damn, their cavalry is good. They've pretty much shredded my cavalry support. It's gonna be unfortunate. If the reinforcements arrive now, that is actually gonna sting a fair bit because of how... Okay, where have we got crap left? Okay, those are the bandits. They're very elite bandits. Okay, 6th group, charge the front. But this is probably one of their most, you know, amazing generals, and destroying him is gonna hurt for them. Actually, no. Draw back, don't charge him just yet. Let the archers shred him, that's fine. Okay, that looks good. Those are actually running... Damn, you're looking bloody, bitches. Okay, units. That's a random fleeing cavalry unit. That's fine. And you are being... Oh, you're a non-general unit, so that's fine, I think. Oh yeah, getting fucked. Say hi and get fucked. And all that they have then is this general unit, really. Okay, enough shooting at our own troops, that's fine. Yeah, that's a sucky position to be in. Oh, come on, game, don't crash. Don't you dare crash. Jesus. Okay, they're fighting to the death. That's exactly what I want. I want the general dead. All of them dead if I can manage it. Where's the last guy? There he is. And down he goes. And the battle ends. So, we lost 800 orcs. But that was a pretty elite force. Halberad. Wasn't he the guy that came to reinforce Aragorn in the books at Helm's Deep? You know, one of his bros from back home. Oh, and we captured one. Die. One of them survived. We'll have to do something about that, I think.
We've destroyed the enemy!
Okay. And of course he's gonna attack the weaker army, the fucking bitch. Okay. So, what does this look like? This is pretty much all trash except for that. The problem is that we don't really have enough with which to exploit, do we? Yes, I think that's what we want. Okay, I'm actually gonna split it here and... Right. Yeah, I'm gonna split it here once the battle loads, and then we'll see what's what. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.